Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to be talking about subtracting numbers up to 3 digits. So we're going to go right into it. With our first problem, we have 802 minus 44. Now, our first step is going to be the same as what we did yesterday with addition. I want you guys to make sure that your numbers are lined up so that we don't make any mistakes. So if you need to, go ahead and draw your lines and separate your place values to make sure that we're not messing up anywhere there. Okay, our next step is going to be to subtract starting with the ones place. We always start, it doesn't matter if we're adding or subtracting, we always start in the ones place, okay? We want to look and make sure that the number on top is more than the number on the bottom. The only way we can subtract is if the number on top is greater than the number on the bottom. So if I look here, I have 2 on top and 4 on the bottom. So can I subtract yet? I can't. 2 is smaller than 4, and that would give me a negative number, and we're not working with negative numbers yet, so I can't do that. So what I have to do is break a 10. So I'm going to go over here. I want to break a 10, but I see that there's a 0 here in the tens place. Okay, if there's a 0 in the tens place, that means I need to get tens from somewhere, which means I need to go break 100. So I'm going to break my 100. That's now going to be 7. And I took 100 away from the hundreds place and moved it to my tens place. And I know that 100 is the same as 10 tens. So I'm going to turn this 0 into 10. Okay. Now I can break this 10, turn it into, let's use a different color now, turn it into a 9. The reason I turned it into a 9 is because I'm going to break the 10 for this 1. So I'm going to break this, borrow a 10 from here, which is what turned that into a 9. And I know 110 is the same as 10 ones, and 10 plus 2 that I already had is 12. So I have 12 minus 4. 12 is greater than 4, so now I can do that. So what is 12 minus 4? Use your fingers if you need to. Twelve minus 4 is 8. So I'm going to write 8 down here. Perfect. I'm done with my ones place. Now I'm going to go to my tens place. In my tens place, I have 9 minus 4. 9 is greater than 4, so I can subtract. What is 9 minus 4? That's right, it is 5. Okay, now let's look over here. I have 7 minus blank. Now, if you understand that 7 minus blank is the same as 7 minus 0, then you can just solve it yourself that way. If that space is confusing for you, do the same thing that we did yesterday and go ahead and draw your imaginary 0. Okay, I don't want anyone to get confused, so do what's easiest for you or what makes more sense to you. Remember, any number subtracted with, any number that has 0 taken away from it stays the same. So 7 minus 0 means that 7 is going to stay the same. And I got a total of 758. That one was a little tricky because we had to break 100 and a 10. Let's go to our next one and see if it's a little bit different. So same thing. I want you guys to make sure that you have all your place values lined up. We don't want any tens in our hundreds place, and we don't want to make silly mistakes like that. Okay. Looking at problem number 2, we have 338 minus 96. Remember, we always start in our ones place. So I'm looking at my ones place. I have 8 minus 6. 8 is greater than 6, so I know that I can subtract. So 8 minus 6 gives us what? 8 minus 6 gives us 2. All right. Now I go to my tens place. I have 3 minus 9. Is 3 greater than 9? It's not. So that means that I need to break 100. So I'm going to go over here, break my 100. Now I'm going to be left with 200s. And I'm going to take away that 100 that I broke, and I'm going to turn it into 10 tens. So I have 10 tens plus the 3 tens that I already had. So this is 13. 13 minus 9, what do we get? Yep, 4. And then our last step, we have 2 minus blank, or 2 minus an imaginary 0, and that gives us the same number, 2. So 242. Okay, last problem. Let's go ahead and move down here. Remember, first step is always the same. We want to break apart our place values to make sure we're not messing up. And then we can solve. Okay, so let's see. I have 2 minus 6. Is 2 greater than 6? Nope, it's not, which means that I have to go and break a 10. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to break my 10s. So now instead of 8 10s, I have 7 10s. And I know 1 10 is the same as 10 ones. So I'm going to take my 10 ones plus the 2 ones I already had, and it's going to be 12. Okay, now I can subtract. So I have 12 minus 6, which gives us 6. That's right, 6. 12 minus 6 gives us 6. Okay, now let's go to our tens place. We have 7 minus 5. 7 is greater than 5, so I know I can subtract. 7 minus 5 gives us what? Yes, 2. And our last step is to do our hundreds. So I have 7 minus 4, which gives us what? Yep, it gives us 3. So the most important thing when it comes to subtraction is to make sure that you're breaking your tens and your hundreds as needed, okay? Don't forget to do that. Also, please make sure that you're making sure you line up your place values. I don't want you guys to get confused with something like that. I know subtracting is a lot harder than adding, and so I don't want that to be one more thing that you get confused about, okay? So make sure that you take that extra step in making sure that everything is lined up. All right, you guys have your IXL lessons assigned to you already. I hope you have an awesome day, and I will see you next time.